Support for Mountain Stage is provided by Adventures on the Gorge, the adventure resort where wild meets wonderful on the rim of the New River Gorge in West Virginia. Find whitewater rafting, rock climbing, ziplining, and lodging at adventuresonthegorge.com.
There's a spring in the mountain and it flows down to the town.
From NPR Music and West Virginia Public Broadcasting, with support provided by Bailey and Glasser and by the West Virginia Tourism Office. Welcome to another Mountain Stage with our host, Larry Gross.
There's a song in my heart, just a simple little tune, but the rhythm and the melody won't leave me alone. Around the world it's just a simple song. This world is turning around, a simple song. Well, thank you so much. Welcome once again to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. We are at the Creative Arts Center on the campus of West Virginia University in Morgantown University to begin a new year, and I will do that, as I always do, with a quote from Oscar Wilde, who said, "It is better to have a permanent income than to be fascinating." We've tried to live by that. We got a great show for you today. A lot of talent. Glen Phillips, singer and songwriter and lead singer for Toad the Wet Sprocket, will be out during our next hour. Also, one of our very favorite people, multi-talented, I'll tell you more about her later, Nellie McKay is on this show. And some other folks who have been with us quite a few times before, a trio from down in Austin, Hot Club of Cowtown, will be out in just a little while. And also during this hour, a little bit later on, a guy who's a young guy just starting out, never been on the show before. I really like his music. I think you will like it too. Jonathan Something is going to be on the show later this hour. We're going to start out with the man you see up here with his guitar. This is the way he started his career, with just his guitar and himself back when he was in high school. And he got together in high school with a guy named John Popper, who you might recognize from Blues Traveler. Played some blues music back then. And then he hooked up in the early 90s with another band, and I know you know them, called the Spin Doctors. And they're still going, and as a matter of fact, they're working on a new album now. They'll be out touring, but in the meantime, Chris is doing his own thing, and he's got a recording out now called Angels and One-Armed Jugglers, which I heard the title of that. I thought, we got to get this guy on the show. And then I saw a quote from him that he said, I guess this record is like the tray of oysters on a side table of the soiree they throw the evening before the comet hits the earth. I said, yeah, we definitely got to get him on here. Please welcome for the first time to the Mountain Stage, Chris Barron.
Thank you, Larry. Did I really say that? Oysters. I love oysters. All right, well, I guess I should play a song, right? It's a song called Raining Again. I looked out at the sky and it was split in half. And the whole world had forgotten how to laugh. I went to my captain, 'cause I had to ask him when. The big brass said the flute was gonna end. He said the sun's up there above the clouds. There's a saint in every crowd, and even broken bones can mend. But it's never gonna stop raining again. No, it's never gonna stop raining again. I looked in the good book and I found a couple lines. Said a storm like this won't happen in our time. I went to the preacher and I told him of my find. He said the good Lord, it seems to have changed his mind. He said the sun's up there above the clouds. There's a Saint and David crowd. David, broken bones can mend. But it's never gonna stop raining again. No, it's never gonna stop raining again. To my baby, and we looked down on the land, and there was not a single place to stand. Said I'll be in the backyard, I'm gonna carve that old oak tree. You can't get on in and sail away with me. I said the sun's up there above the clouds. There's a Saint in every crowd. And David and broken bones can mend. But it's never gonna stop raining again. No, it's never gonna stop raining again. No, it's never gonna stop raining again. No, it's never gonna stop raining again. Thank you. Thank you very much. There. That's so nice of you. Thank you for having me. This is my first time playing Mountain Stage. I wrote this next song. It's the title track of my record. As Larry said, my record is called Angels and One-Armed Jugglers. My wife was like, you can't call your record that. And I was like, okay. And then like a couple months later, we're drinking coffee in the kitchen, and she goes, actually, I think that's pretty good title for a record. I was like, okay, cool. You got to get the say-so from your wife, bro. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, this is a song when I first made a little bit of money and I moved into a nice apartment. I lived on 11 Waverly Place in New York City, and I had this neighbor next door. Her name was Adelaide, and she'd been like a gypsy, like a hoofer, what they call a hoofer on Broadway for years and years. And she had to be. This is the late 20th century, and she was in her late 80s, and she was kind of my girlfriend, a little bit, kind of. I was definitely her boyfriend in her mind, and she would kind of see me in the hallway, and she'd pull me into her little apartment that she bought way back when. She probably got it for like $16 or something, and she would ply me with like limoncello and these disgusting like sweet liqueurs, and like show me these. She had these pictures on her mantelpiece of her with like Frank Sinatra, and she was a great, really, really nice lady. I loved Adelaide. didn't think about her for a long time after I moved out, and then I was driving across the 59th Street Bridge, and she just kind of popped into my head. So I wrote this song on the steering wheel of my 2003 Crown Victoria Police Interceptor at about 58 miles an hour with, in New York, everybody's always driving like 10 inches away from each other, so. But the song's more important than my safety. And it's definitely more important than your safety. So anyway, I promise the song's shorter than that setup. Angels and one-armed jugglers, sword swallowers and smugglers, good old Adelaide, she must be long gone. She once was a looker and a love a hoofer, and we never stayed thirsty for long. I smile when I'm weeping. Coffee makes me sleepy. I drink champagne when I wanna die. You may see me wink and grin and think I'll win. But if I stop laughing, I'll cry. I'll cry. I'll cry. Thank you. Thank you. Man, people are nice in West Virginia. I'm from New York City. It's like, hey, good morning. Like, what do you want? I was born in Hawaii, so I might not even be American. I don't know. And I've been, playing songs on guitar and singing them for money since I was about 14 years old. Fountains and street corners and subways, all over the world. And I love it. So I'd just like to thank you guys for coming out tonight. Thank you. I'd like to thank everybody at Mountain Stage for having me, because this is the best job ever. I love guitar picks and old guitars and guitar shops and vans that smell like dudes. Dudes that smell like vans. And this is a little song I wrote in Norway. got a little side project for some guys in Norway. It's called The Canoes, and I wrote this one morning. Like Elvis, I've left the building. Booze is Susie on my arm. I'm off to make a killing where the sweet life's lost its charm. I know that high above me there's an order in the sky. Play for the pearly gate man, he'll show you where they keep the pie. And gazing angels blazing on the French horn and the harp, and the world accordion to garp. La 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 la, la 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 la, la la. The tuba has been drinking, the evening has been torn. Too late to get an inkling when the sheep have all been shorn. If you listen very closely, your ear down to the floor, you can hear the landlord humming just like every night before. Sweet and melancholy, and maybe just a little sharp. On the world accordion to garp. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la la la. La 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 la. Where the guitars pick your pockets, there's a back door leading to a place where we can make some love among the wild oats, rye and rue. The tall grass sighs her secrets. If you listen for her song, in your memory you can keep it, even if you get it wrong. She plays it on your heart strings, starting just as it gets dark on the world accordion to garp. La 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 la, la la la, la 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 la, la 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 la. La 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 la. Pick it, Chris. Okay. Go, Pinky, you got this. Thank you. And my wife is a musician. So if I'm like playing in the kitchen, she's in the other room, and I finish the song like this, she'll be like, "Resolve it!" And then I go, and she goes, "Thank you." Thank you. I'm going to play you guys one more song. This is a song probably I'm most famous for. I'm the lead singer of a band called Spin Doctors. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you. When I was about 19 years old, I had this job working in a kitchen. And the phone rang. And I wasn't supposed to be getting phone calls at this place. I'm like a peon in this joint. So the owner of the place is like, "The phone's for you, Chris." So I get on the phone, and it's this young woman that come on, A-string, tune up. There it is. It's a young woman who hadn't spoken to her since high school, which at that time was like a year and a half before. Which is, an eternity in a 19-year-old's life. And the last time I had spoken to her, I'd written something kind of snotty in her yearbook because I'd always had a crush on her and it never really worked out. And I'm pretty good at writing snotty things in people's yearbooks, it turns out. And so I thought she might be mad at me, but she wanted to meet later on, so I don't know if she was going to bawl me out or tell me like that she'd thought it over, and, I was the one for her or something like that. So I walk out on the street and I run into Mike Wilder. Mike Wilder is Dave Wilder's big brother. Dave actually ended up being a famous bass player. His brother Mike was just the coolest. Growing up, we loved Mike. We dressed like him. We talked like him. So I run into him on the street. He was always so nice to us. So he's like, "Chris, man, how you doing?" He's a hep cat. And I was like, "Well, man, this chick called me at work." And he was like, "Oh, go ahead with that." And I was like, "But maybe she's mad at me." He's like, "Chris, man, just go ahead now." And I was like, "But maybe she wants to get back together." And he's like, "Just go ahead with it, man. Just go ahead now. Just go ahead now." I went home and wrote this tune, and now I probably never have to have a normal job again. Thank you. I want to, Francis, deep before you, but I said now, Francis, who are you? So go ahead now, wilderness, diamonds in his pockets, and that's the bread now. This one, he wants to buy you rockets, ain't letting his head now. But this one got a princely racket. That's what I said now. Got some seal up on his jacket. Ain't in his head now. You marry him, your father will condone you. How about that now? You marry me, your father will disown you. You lead his head now. Marry him or marry me. I don't know when to love you, baby, can't you see? I ain't got no future, a baby tree, but honey, really put the love art to babe. Honey, really put the love art to base it. If you want to call me baby, go ahead now. And if you like to tell me maybe, go ahead now. And if you want to buy me flowers, go ahead now. And if you like to talk for hours, go ahead now. To everything before you. That's what I said now. Princess, who adore you. Go ahead now. Pointless, diamonds in his pockets. And that's the bread now. This one, he wants to buy you rockets. Ain't in his head now. Marry him or marry me. I'm the one that love you, baby, can't you see? I ain't got no future or family tree, but honey, really put the love art to babe. Honey, really put the love art to babe. Said if you want to call me baby, what? And if you like to tell me maybe, huh? And if you want to buy me flowers, and if you like to talk for hours, and if you want to call me baby, and if you'd like to tell me baby, and if you don't mind me, buy me flowers, go ahead now baby, want to talk for hours. Oh, your majesty, come on, get the king and marry me. Come on, come on, come on, come on, go ahead now, baby. 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 Go ahead now.
Chris Barron, Mr. Chris Barron. The latest recording is Angels and One-Armed Jugglers. And of course, you remember him from that last tune and the Spin Doctors. The original Spin Doctors are together again. They're recording and they will be touring. And Chris will be out in March with Glen Phillips, who you'll hear later in the show. They're doing a tour together, two one-man show. And Chris just made his first appearance on the Mountain Stage, and we are very thankful that he came to see us. It's time for our own singer, Julie Adams, to do a song for you, along with the Mountain Stage Band. As always, the Mountain Stage Band is Ron Soule on the acoustic guitar and harmonica, and he's the leader of the band. Ryan Kennedy and Michael Lipton are our electric guitar players. Bob Thompson plays the piano, and Steve Hill is our bass player. Ahmed Solomon is on the drums. And Julie has chosen a tune that was co-written and performed by the great Peggy Lee. It's called I Don't Know Enough About You. Please make welcome Julie Adams.
I know a little bit about a lot of things, but I don't know enough about you. Just when I think you're mine, you try a different line. And baby, what can I do? I read the latest news, no buttons on my shoes. But baby, I'm confused about you. You get me in a spin. Oh, what a stew I'm in. 'Cause I don't know enough about you. Jack of all trades, master of none. And isn't it a shame? I'm so sure that you'd be good for me if you'd only play my game. You know I went to school and I'm nobody's fool. That is to say, until I met you. I know a little bit about a lot of things, but I don't know enough about you. You know I went to school, I'm nobody's fool. That is to say, until I met you. I know a little bit about a lot of things. I don't know enough about you. I know a little bit about biology and a little more about psychology. I'm a little gem in geology, but I don't know enough about you. Oh, I don't know enough about you.
Julie Adams, the Mountain Stage Band, a Peggy Lee song right there. I don't know enough about you. And you are listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia.
Support for this podcast is provided by the West Virginia Tourism Office. There are places you visit and places you behold. You'll find natural wonders and endless experiences in the Mountain State, West Virginia, a place that's almost heaven. More information at wvtourism.com.
Remember, if you missed part of Mountain Stage or you just want to hear something again, you can always visit the podcast section of our website, mountainstage.org. Each podcast will include songs we don't have time to fit on the radio, as well as our complete finale song. And if you enjoy the show, do us a favor, take a moment to subscribe and leave a review wherever it is that you listen. Our next guests have been with us quite a few times since they came here first in the year 2000. If you like that hot club jazz, Django Reinhardt, Stefan Grappelli, and if you like that western swing, Bob Wills, and all that kind of music, that music is so much fun. It's so uplifting and it's so easy to listen to. Then you'll love this band because they're kind of a synthesis of those two things. There are three of them. Ilana James plays the fiddle and sings, and Whit Smith plays the guitar and sings. And they're joined by they got together first, but they're joined now by a man on guitar and bass, Jake Irwin. They're called Hot Club of Cowtown, and they got a new record now called Wild Kingdom, just out. They're a lot of fun. I know you're going to love them as much as we do. Please welcome back to the Mountain Stage, Hot Club of Cowtown.
Thanks, everybody. All right, here we go. Since I can remember, I've painted on the walls, first with chalk and crayon, on furniture down halls. I dreamed I was a caveman who simple people called the weird and magic strange man whose pictures walk and talk. All the world was new to me. Clashing rhinos, fleeing herds, call to you from the spirit world. Welcome to the shaman's gallery. Well, from Italy up through England, from Germany across France, I filled the caves with color, and the fire'd make 'em dance. The chiefs would throw a party, the other chiefs would come. They'd trade weapons, teeth, and daughters, and the boy who paints the sun. All the world was new to me. Long before the Buddha, Confucius, or Socrates, Mother Nature was my philosophy. Alana? Historic rock star, eccentric at a glance. Keep a saber-toothed tiger, I wear woolly mammoth pants. I'm an underground sensation from 1,000,000 years BC. I've survived through evolution, and my work can still be seen. I'm just painting what I see. Ancient Greeks to impressionists, I'll learn from watching me. An artist of distinct vitality. We lived like this for ages, in peace and harmony, longer than any other modern society. If you don't believe my story, just read the DNA. The more things change, they stay the same. I'm still with you here today. All the world was new to me. Pablo Picasso said it best, all other art is decadent. You don't have to be a caveman to agree. All right.
That's Mr. Whit Smith. Whit wrote that one. We're going to do all songs from our new record. This is one I wrote, and I think Jake called this genre Swampy Tonk.
Yeah. Swampy Tonk. All righty. Sounds best served in tune.
Let's have it, Alana. What?
Wake up in the morning, what do I see? I see a tall, tall ship coming in for me. Sun's gonna shine, this world's all mine. All God's creatures gonna get in line. All God's creatures gonna get in line. Once upon a time, I was feeling so low. I didn't realize, how could I know? It was always you, it was always me. Baby, I believe it, yeah, you set me free. Oh, 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 oh. You opened up my heart, opened up my mind. You're the greatest treasure, baby, I could find. Everybody's saying, but I already know. Reap a little love and that's what you'll sow. Reap a little love and that's what you'll sow. Batten down the hatches, baby, take the wheel. I love the way you hold me, how you make me feel. I don't fear the devil or the deep blue sea. Hey, no doubt who's coming for me. You must have heard me praying everything I dreamed. I've been given, now my soul is free. Out upon the ocean, it's a clear blue sky. Every time you're near me, never been so high. You open up my heart, open up my mind. You're the greatest treasure, baby, I could find. Sun's gonna shine, this world's all mine. All God's creatures gonna get in line. All God's creatures gonna get in line. I wake up in the morning, what do I see? I see a tall, tall ship coming in for me. Thank you.
All right, here's a song I wrote about Billy the Kid's last moments. KNS were his last words as he pushed open the door and Pat Garrett shot him dead. So that's the way we're going to start this off right here. KNS, my nerves are bare, a click and a peal of thunder, numb with conscious wonder. What in the devil have you done? A barefoot orphan, I was passed around my life, a ricochet. Oh, mama, I hope you'll understand. It wasn't meant to turn out this way. Lost my kin, and then the Englishman. My innocence went on the lam. Revenge, it got the best of me. And life just came unhinged. Oh, mama, they've gone and put dimes in my eyes. The devil behind every hand. And those newspapers, with their pack of lies, have made a monster from a man. I thought I'd found a place to settle down. They think I'd fallen off the map. But for Brady, Bell, and that sycamore, they'd never let me beat the rap. Well, I'm tired of running, not afraid to die. Have my wit and kindness of strangers. Why be so gloomy? I'd rather laugh than cry. Cool myself in the shade of danger. Guinness, with my last breath, what unholy bargain have you made? Dragged into the fray by an undertow, a six-gun serenade. They'll never take this soul alive. I'm staring past the rafters, and maybe you think you've got your man, but I've escaped to the hereafter. Thank you for that. Billy the Kid.
Here's one called My Candy. Keep your cotton candy, don't need cherry pie. Hershey, save your kisses. Oh, Henry, don't you try. Ain't no Jolly Rancher compares to what I've found. My own bit of honey, the sweetest thing around. Now when we go to Charleston, I don't need a chew. I've found something sweeter, I've found something new. I'm finished buying candy now. You can close up shop, 'cause I'm my baby's honey, and he's my Tootsie Pop. Good and plenty now, no jelly beans for me. Baby Ruth and all those suckers never gonna be sweeter than my sugar. He's handsome and he's tall. He's my little smarty, I'm his atomic fireball. Maraschino cherries, a bar of Toblerone. Let them have each other, I'll never be alone. Used to have a sweet tooth, but now it's plain to see. I've found the sweetest candy, and my candy's sweet on me. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to do another one we wrote now. This is a song I wrote called Before the Time of Men, and it's about all the horses, the Mongolian and Siberian stallions out there who give their beautiful tail hair for all the violinists of the world to make music with. Tell your story, won't you sing to me again of when you were on the high plateau before the time of men? Wild soaring stallion where the 7 Buddhas reign, protector of your brood mares, sultan of the plain. Come tell your story, won't you sing to me again of when you were on the high plateau before the time of men? Which river did you sleep beside? Who was your favorite mare? The times you were victorious, your scent upon the air. Beautiful white stallion, shake your shining mane. With your tail upon these strings, I'll play you back again. Oh, wild stallion, your luminescent tail, draw across my strings tonight, I'll play you home again. Come tell your story, won't you sing to me again, of when you were on the high plateau before the time of men? Fluted yellow rows of bone beneath a burning sky. They may take your body, but your soul will never die. Taken from this world too soon, now just your hair to hold. Each night upon my violin, your story will be told. Spirit of the mountains, the prairies and the steppe, ruler of your high plateau before the time of man. Beautiful white stallion, shake your shining mane. With your tail upon these strings, I'll play you back again. Oh, wild stallion, your luminescent tail, draw across my strings tonight, I'll play you home again. I'll play you home again.
Thank you so much.
Hot Club of Cowtown. And that latest record, you heard songs from that one called Wild Kingdom. As you could hear, they write a lot. They got two writers, obviously two vocalists, and they also now and then cover some classic tunes, swing tunes, jazz tunes. As a matter of fact, later on this spring, they're going to do a tour that features songs that you could have heard when World War II ended 75 years ago, which is a great idea. So watch for that if you're out there. Hot Club of Cowtown. Always a good time to see that band. We hope you'll take a look at our website, mountainstage.org. You can find links there to our podcast, and you can follow us on just about every form of social media. Of course, we hope that someday you will follow us to be a part of the audience at one of our live shows, whether we are here in Morgantown or back at our home in Charleston or on the road somewhere else. You can find out where we're going to be, and you can buy your tickets right there at mountainstage.org. We're going to finish this hour with a young man who's done a good bit of recording in his young life. He's done 2 full CDs and a bunch of other recordings. He has done a lot of them just by himself, playing all the instruments. But, of course, live, he's got a couple of friends with him so he can get all the sounds that he wants. His latest on Solitaire Recordings is called Art So Small You Can Hardly See It. I saw that. I liked it very much. Then I listened to his music, and I liked it very much. And then I started reading a little bit about him and read that he had written a song about getting mugged by Larry Bird in the 1986 All-Star NBA basketball team. I thought things are looking up, definitely. Then I saw this quote in a magazine where they asked him, "Where do you pull your lyrical material from?" And he said, "Usually all over the place. Sometimes biblical, other times personal, most of the times my ass." And I thought, he's for us, all right. He's somebody we want to have on this show. Please welcome for the first time to the mountain stage, Jonathan Something.
This first one's a bit of that biblical satire. A little bit of ass as well. And then on the seventh day, even God had to take a break. He said, "Oh Lordy, Lordy, ain't it getting late? I could sure go for a whiskey straight. And when I finish with the dirty deed, I think I'll move up to Albany and sell the rich kids some of that expensive weed, and take my luck to Tennessee. Maybe start me a cattle ranch, find a young wife and a good horse hand. I got an eye for the cowboy stuff. Fuck a savior, I done had enough." And then one day his phone would buzz. It'd be Adam, his android son, saying, "Papa, I could use some help. I think we opened up the gates of hell." And Eve, his golden girl, wearing a leaf over her virgin pearl, says, "I couldn't help but eat that fruit. It was half off, now what would Jesus do?" Oh, holy shit, you two, what have you done? You gone and screwed the pooch for everyone. Now every being for eternity will be hooked or else be hooked by me. Well, last I heard they had a couple sons. The farmer brother killed the other one. Just what the hell is with this family? You couldn't find this on late night TV. But I thought Noah was a decent dude, until his boy had found him drunk and nude. So Noah cursed him and he cast him out, and then he messed it all up for another round. And so God, he put his sandal down and divvied up the boys from every town. You can't play at all if you can't play nice. And then he threw away our only set of dice. And now I feel for God, I really do. His only good son loved a prostitute, and then he went and pissed off all the Roman boys. They're red and rugged like a child's toy. I'm sure God just wants to be alone, watching The Sopranos or the Game of Thrones. Well, I can't help but feel a little bad, so I got in the smoke. This is number one, Dad. Thank you. That guy in that last one was really slapping the bass. That was very, very cool. This one's about some people having a party with a cow. A lot of people think it's a little more taboo than it is, but it's not. If you know what I mean, people over a particular age might get it. Maybe not. All right, let's do it. Lucy said, talking to Lisa Lane. Lisa says, hey now, we'll bring the effort down to Farmer James. Farmer Jimmy, looking pretty skinny, takes the girl for a ride. And then he says, hey now, we'll bring the effort around the house tonight. The heifer, it's the heifer in the heat of love, where we sang our songs and we drank all night and we danced until the feet went numb. Sunday morning, things were kind of boring. Henrietta called on me. She said, hey now, do you know if the heifer's free? So I put down the jelly and picked up the telly and I sang a line of Farmer James. And he said, hey now, you know the heifer, she's at it again. The heifer, it's the heifer in the heat of love, where we sang our songs and we drank all night and we danced until there was no fun. Two and three and a 4 and 5 and it's 6 o'clock. Well, there ain't no party like a heifer party, 'cause the heifer party don't stop. The heifer, it's the heifer in the heat of love, where we sing our songs and we drink all night and we dance until the morning sun. The heifer, it's the heifer in the heat of love, where we sing our songs and we drink all night and we dance until the morning sun. This is the first song on that album you mentioned. What's it called? Art So Small You Can Hardly See It. So buy it or listen to it. Or don't, your prerogative. It's called Unfortunately Blue. It's about trying to find your place in the world, I suppose. But you can take your own meaning. 1, 2, 3, 4. I watched a 20-minute movie of two witches making out. It didn't have much of a story, just two witches making out. Now that's my kind of film. No heartaches, no heartaches, no frills. I watched the trilogy last night. It took about an hour or so. I watched 1, 3, then 2, 'cause I heard that's the way to go. Now that's my kind of show. No grieving, no horseshit, no, no. I was invited to a party. It was just the other day. I held out for a while, but then gave in and said okay. I was just being nice. No cocaine, no DJs, no dice. Face to face with a painting of some pale nymphs in the nude, dancing around a satyr who's unfortunately blue. Now that's my kind of dude. Callous, collected, and cool. So cool. Oh. Everybody's trying to come down with a heartache. Everybody's trying to feel down when they don't. I'm just trying to get loose. I'm too heavy. Maybe I'll come around. Or maybe I won't. Pressing my face up to a window, I've gone absolutely cold. I feel it in my body, yes, I feel it in my soul. My, what a day. No nothing, no nada, no way. Merci beaucoup. Thank you. This is Pat McGallis on the bass guitar. Evan Daphne, smacking them drums. I'm John. Thank you for the Mountain Stage for having us. Here is our last song. It's called Sunday, July 26th. I wrote this one a while ago on a train ride from Boston to Providence, Rhode Island. Not really that important, but here we go. An Indian man with a bright orange hat fixes his sprint 'cause it must have gone flat. In his yellow vest seems to float flawlessly large as he's met by a dwarf whom I guess is in charge, 'cause he tells him quit fooling around and get back to your job, which consisted of moving a broom back and forth on the train station floor as a girl with the sparkly shirt and a gimp in her step faked a laugh that sounded more sob. A Korean boy dances in place near the track. On top of a warning that says to stand back. And I'm guessing he probably plays DDR from his moveset. We're safe to assume he's a star where he comes from. And we get on the train, he charges samurai swords. I watch for a while, but he gets lost in thinking of ideas, and sooner or later I start to get bored. I watch a plump girl eat a meal in her seat. It looks like weird chicken or some foreign meat. And the walls are all lined in a thick wood grain mess. She catches me staring, my eyes hit the deck, and I can't help but smile as it all just reminds me of home. The wood crane, that is, not the weird chicken girl who's currently sideways and talking real soft on the phone. A black Phillips struts with one pant leg rolled up, right off the train to the bed of his truck. In a middle-aged white woman watches him leave. I bet she's a racist, but looks can deceive. Hey, maybe she's just got a thing for black men with afros. But if I were to judge by the look on her face, she'll most likely get home and tell her husband David or Richard or Harry she came within inches of being assaulted, because that's just the way that it goes. The woman across from me looks like a peacock. She wears a blue shawl, purple shoes, and a tank top. And she must have at least 15 rings on each finger. Yes, easily 15, I'd say. And it figures she's reading a paperback now, but I can't read the name. I wish that I could, but I'm guessing, don't quote me here, that it's got something to do with the funky young male in his 30s who sweeps up the girl whose small life is just spinning in circles, all in with no loss or no gain, because it's all just the same. I get off the train at the Providence station. The Korean boy passes me, looking impatient, and the weird chicken girl stares me down with a grin. I wonder if my life is yet to begin, and I feel like the girl in the novel I just synthesized. Minus the hunky young male in his 30s, I've got no love story. I just feel like each day starts and ends, boring my way, conquering walk through the motions each morning, then pass through the day till I end up just closing my eyes. Minus the hunky young man was the day I rode home on the train, July 26th, from Back Bay to Providence Station.
Thank you.
John Searles is the young man's name, playing the guitar, writing the songs, along with Pat Magalis and Evan Dauphiné. The whole shebang is called Jonathan Something. And the latest recording is Art So Small You Can Hardly See It. His first one is out there, too, not too long ago. Put that one out, called Outlandish Poetica. And he says, don't expect to hear the same thing next time he records. He just wants to keep doing different stuff. Very unpredictable. He's from Brooklyn, Connecticut. I like almost everything about that guy. I'd like to say a special hello to you right now if you are listening over KUAC, Fairbanks, Alaska, or WUMB, Boston, Massachusetts. And we hope that you will be there next week. Our guests will be Keller and the Keels, Town Mountain, Fruition, The End of America, and Diana DeMuth. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Mountain Stage is supported in part by this station and by West Virginia Public Broadcasting. Hotel accommodations for Mountain Stage guests are provided by the Charleston Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston's retail district. This is Mountain Stage on NPR. Well, thank you, and welcome to the second hour of Mountain Stage. If you're just tuning in, a special welcome to you, and thank you very much for doing so. A little later on during this hour, we're going to be hearing from Mr. Glen Phillips. But we'll start the hour with truly one of our favorite people, and if you don't believe me, I'll tell you, we just gave her a Mountain Stage jacket because this is her 10th appearance on the Mountain Stage. And when you're on 10 times, you get to have a jacket. And that's how much we like her. She is one of the most creative people you'll ever meet. She's an actress and a singer, a songwriter. You're just as likely to hear her sing an original tune or a Doris Day cover, a Moby Grape cover, a Loretta Lynn cover. She's done all those on Mountain Stage before, and a whole lot more. She's performed on Broadway in Three Penny Opera, off Broadway, and Old Hats, and a bunch of other shows. And her latest recording is called Bagatelles. She's going to do some things on her own, and the band's going to join her. Please welcome back to the Mountain Stage, Nellie McKay.
Up a lazy river by the old mill run, a lazy, lazy river in the noonday sun. Linger in the shade of an old oak tree, Gulf Stream a dream with me. Up a lazy river where the robin's song awakes a brand new morning. You can loaf along. Blue skies up above, everything in love. Up a lazy river, how happy we can be. Up a lazy river with me. Song awakes a brand new morning. We can loaf along. Blue skies up above, everyone's in love. Up a lazy river, how happy we can be. Up a lazy river with me. Liked it so much, I couldn't stop you. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-ay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine heading my way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-ay. Mr. Bluebird on my shoulder. It's the truth, it's actual. Everything is satisfactual. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-ay. Wonderful feeling, wonderful day. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-ay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine headed my way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-ay. Mr. Bluebird on my shoulder. It's the truth, it's actual. Everything is satisfactual. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-ay. Wonderful feeling, wonderful day. Every single thing will only bring another sad solution. Every single hurt will only curse another substitution. Everyone you know secures a wretched glow within your memory. Wipe their filthy toes upon the yearning of your mind. There you are in me. No one ever loved me, not at school, and home was so sadistic. I don't want to be another fool, another sad statistic. Everyone you know secures that wretched glow within your memory. Wipe their filthy toes upon the yearning of your soul. There you are in me. Mother, mother, why you tear away? Counting up the stars like any other. Brother, brother, can you hear me say? Not long far off, just gone undercover. Selfish, stupid, so self-serious. Folded dish, I got no money. Shellfish, cupid, so delirious. Leave me enough alone. Dumb as smart as so self-serious. What disgrace, you got the money. Upset, inbred, so delirious. Leave me enough alone. Everyone you tell secures a wretched hell within your memory. Wipe their filthy smell upon the yearning of your soul. There you are in me. Brother, brother, why you tear away? Counting up the stars like any other. Mother, mother, can you hear me say? Not long far off, just gone undercover. Coughing, coughing, so delirious. For two-face, you got the money. Upset, inbred, so delirious. Leave me enough alone. Big guy, right, ridiculous. Face to face, you got the money. Upright all night, now delirious. Leave me enough alone. Everyone you touch secures a wretched crutch within your memory. Wipe that filthy mush upon the yearning of your soul. There you are in me. Thank you. The moon belongs to everyone. The best things in life are free. The stars belong to everyone. They gleam there for you and me. The flowers in spring, the robins that sing, the sunbeams that shine, they're yours, they're mine, and love can come to everyone. The best things in life are free. The robins that sing, the sunbeams that shine, they're yours, they're mine, and love can come to everyone. The best things in life are free. Whoopee! The best things in life are free. Healthcare for everyone. Thank you. I got these medallions, all well earned, and I was gonna wear my Bernie button, but I didn't want to get political, and also I gave it to the girl at the front desk at the hotel, and and the other thing is, she's so young, and the only people that have problems with age are older people. Isn't that crazy? No one under 35 or 40 is ageist. It's just as you get older, you begin to believe the poison that's told to you. That's one theory, I think, because I know that ageism goes hand in hand with capitalism, because it teaches us to disrespect and devalue, the efforts of those who have come before, and it goes along with, like, you gotta get rid of stuff. Not me. I don't get rid of anything. I love old stuff, and I love old people. That's the number one thing. I think we're taught to hate ourselves, and we got to reject that, because that's the worst form of bigotry, is when you look down on yourself. But the second one is that I think people, they want to retire, and then they look at Bernie and they're like, oh God, now I'm supposed to keep going, and that's part of it. I met him at a protest, dolled up in his finest finery, a Malcolm X t-shirt and a tambourine. To love him it was hopeless, the cannons barely shook the barricade. I came in at the chorus, I could hear him say, eating that burger, past the kitchen, the condiments, eating that butter, don't that hot sauce hit the spot, eating that torture, don't you let your conscience harm you, I for that mother can't see you suffer. Kitchen, the condiments, eating that butter, don't that a hot sauce hit the spot, eating that torture, won't you let your conscience warm you out for that mother you can't see is suffer. I'm sure you'd hear a lot of things to make you cry, my dear. Ain't you glad? Ain't you glad? Oh, oh, ain't you glad? Ain't you glad? Mm-hmm, ain't you glad? Glad that things don't talk. Well, if shoes could tell where they've been when you say you've been out visiting a friend, if cars could tell where they've been, you've been talking in the roast again. I said you're glad, glad that shoes don't talk. If doors could tell who's turned the knob when you're away out on the job, if cars could tell who's been inside and who's been taking you out for a ride, ain't you glad? Oh, ho, ho, ain't you glad? Ain't you glad? Mm-hmm, ain't you glad? Glad that cars don't talk. In a world of trouble I'd be if things ever told on me. My whole life would be through, 'cause I'm guilty. How about you? If things ever talk that way, ain't no telling what they might say. Ain't you glad? Ain't you glad? Ain't you glad? Ain't you glad? Oh, ain't you glad? Glad, glad that things don't talk. Ain't you glad? Ain't you glad? Whoa, ain't you glad? 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 Glad that things don't talk. There goes my heart, there goes my wrecking ball. Here lies a part I never knew. I say a prayer I've asked 1,000 times, why you're up there when I'm with you. And I just wanna drink and drink and drink and drink and drink. I just wanna let the spirits help me close my eyes. I just wanna drink and never think, just keep on drinking till I die. For my baby's gone to angels in the sky. There goes a friend, I was the lucky one. Here lies a heart that was so true. This is the end, it's something permanent. Here comes the cost of loving you. And I just wanna dream and dream and dream and dream and dream. I just wanna let the memory lift me from this life. I just wanna dream and never scream again, just dream until I die. For my angel's flown to heaven guess I've lost my loving baby. Now my baby's with them angels in the sky. I need a drink. It's 2:45. There's no one in the place except you and me. So set 'em up, Joe. I got a little story you ought to know. We're drinking, my friend, to the end of a brief episode. Make it one for my baby, and one more for the road. I got the routine, so put another nickel in the machine. I'm feeling so bad, I wish you'd make the music dreamy and sad. Could tell you a lot, but you've got to be true to your code. Make it one for my baby, and one more for the road. You'd never know it, buddy, I'm a kind of poet, and I got a lot of things to say. And when I'm gloomy, you simply gotta listen to me until it's talked away. Well, that's how it goes. And Joe, I know you're getting anxious to close. Oh, thanks for the cheer. I hope you didn't mind my bend in your ear. This torch that I found must be drowned, or it soon might explode. Make it one for my baby, and one more for the road. That long, long road. So this song, I usually dedicate it to Julian Assange. So I do, but also tomorrow we're going to play, is it Lakin? Is that how you say it? Lakin Prison. So looking forward. I was standing on the corner, heard a noise in my head. There were loudspeakers babbling, but nothing was said. There were 27 companies of female Marines. There were presidential candidates in new Levi jeans. Was the red, white, and blue planning how to endure the five drum and bugle marching down on the poor? God bless America without any doubt. And I figured it was time to get out. Well, I have to leave in between scenes, good people. Went and got a nun in the sun, good people. Tourist information said to get on the stick. You ain't moving till you're grooving with a cube and a chick. So I hopped on a plane, took a pill for my brain, and discovered I was feeling alright. When I strolled down the Prado, people looked at me weird. Who's that hippie hoppy character without any beard? Drinking juice from papaya, swinging songs to the trees, dancing mambo on the beaches, spreading social disease. Now the Castro convertible was changing the style. A whole lot of action on a blockaded aisle. When along came a summons in the middle of the night, saying, buddy, we're about to indict. Well, I went up on the stand with my hand, good people. Got to tell the truth in the booth, good people. Started out with information kinda remote, when a patriotic mother dragged me down by the throat. If they ask you a question, they expect a reply. Doesn't matter if you're fixing to die. Well, I was lying there unconscious, feeling kind of exempt, when the judge said that silence was a sign of contempt. He took out his gavel, banged me hard on the head, fined me 10 years in prison and a whole lot of bread. It was the red, white, and blue making war on the poor. Blind mother justice on a pile of manure. Say your prayers and the pledge of allegiance every night, and tomorrow you'll be feeling alright.
Nellie McKay, Ms. Nellie McKay. There it was, you heard it. Her latest recording is called Bagatelles, and her latest project is she's featured performer and composer in Ethan Cohen's A Play is a Poem, 5 one-act plays, which she acts in, and she also plays and sings music in. That was in Los Angeles and New York City. Townes Van Zandt said there's two kind of songs, the blues and zippity-doo-dah.
Yeah.
We covered all of it tonight. It's time for our own pianist, Bob Thompson, to do one of his own tunes. You heard him just a minute ago, but he's going to do one by one of his heroes, one of his favorites, one of our favorites, of course, too, Nat King Cole, called Sweet Lorraine. Please welcome Bob Thompson. Bob Thompson, Nat King Cole, Sweet Lorraine. You can get Bob's music at colortones.com. This is Mountain Stage on NPR. Support for Mountain Stage is provided by Adventures on the Gorge, the adventure resort where wild meets wonderful on the rim of the New River Gorge. Find whitewater rafting, rock climbing, zip lining, and lodging at adventuresonthegorge.com. If you have questions or suggestions for us, we'd love to hear from you. Our email address is larry@mountainstage. You can also connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All of these links are at our website, mountainstage.org. We're going to finish this show with a man who's been with us many times in several different configurations. Over the years, he has done his solo work. He started out, of course, with a band that I imagine you all know. When he was 14, he formed a band called Toad the Wet Sprocket, and that band is still going. Matter of fact, they're working on a new album right now. But as he went along with the band, he also began to make solo albums, and he was with another group called Mutual Admiration Society, one called WPA, and others. Those are the ones that have been on the Mountain Stage. It's always great to hear him, one of the country's great songwriters, and he can do it by himself. I think you're going to hear some things by himself, and also the band will join him. His latest recording is Swallowed by the New. Please welcome back to the Mountain Stage, Glen Phillips.
Hello. Thank you so much. I like this theater. It looks like the inside of a classic camera. It's a new day in the district. After 2 years off the rails, got some checks and some balances. Not the same old rich white males. We can put this place in order, build a brand new house of cards. Pretty soon it may fall, ain't it true? Don't they all? Old habits die hard. I hope I'm aiming for the truth here, that I'm ready to be wrong, but my mind was designed for a different world, and the tribal urge is strong. When every loss of privilege is a swift kick in the nards, it's been long overdue, I'll admit that it's true. Old habits die hard. Old habits die hard. And save us from ourselves, and save us from each other, and save us from the sickness that sees a threat and not a sister or a brother. May this go down for the ages as the lowest that we creep. May the children in their cages see their mothers in their sleep. May we find some kind of justice, neath the tatters and the shards. Every recompense is welcome. Old habits die hard. Old habits die hard. Old habits die hard. Thank you so much. We are living in a golden age of cognitive dissonance, and what scares me about it is not so much what I see in others, but what I don't see in myself, right? It's the problem with cognitive dissonance is you're so afraid of being wrong that you're ignoring all kinds of evidence, and most of us do it in some way or not, and I get desperately frightened sometimes about what completely obvious thing I am not getting. So, if you know, just find me after the show. Set me straight. Okay, anyway, apropos of that. You can't just love the easy ones. You can't just love the easy ones. You gotta let them in when you'd rather just run. You can't just love the easy ones. You can't just play the simple songs. You can't just play the simple songs. You gotta knuckle down till your fingers are raw. You can't just play the simple songs. When I can't face the ones I fear, it'll all become clear. Oh, and I embrace the ones I fear, it'll all become clear. You can't just walk the shortest road. You can't just walk the shortest road. Gotta straighten your back, meet the heaviest load. You can't just walk the shortest road. When I can't face the ones I fear, it'll all become clear. Oh, and I embrace the ones I fear, it'll all become clear. for all the suffering souls beside me. I pray love will guide me. I pray love will guide me home. Can't just love the easy ones. You can't just love the easy ones. You gotta let them in deep when you'd rather just run. You can't just love the easy ones. Thank you. Thank you so much. I've been waiting to see Nellie McKay since her first record came out, so this evening made me very happy. I can't think of any really good banter right now. I could tell you about the pho I had earlier. I had a veggie pho nearby. It was really delicious. Fresh vegetables. The broccoli was perfect. It was spot on. It's the little things, you know? It's the little things. All right. I'll try this for you. Nothing so loud as hearing when we lie. Truth is not kind. You said neither am I. Yeah, outside so soft, saying everything, everything. All I want is to feel this way, be this close, feel the same. All I want is to feel this way. Evening speaks, feel it say. So cold, it's closing the heart, and all we need is to free the soul. We wouldn't be that brave, I know. Yeah, outside so soft, confessing everything. Thank you. All right. I realized recently in 34 years of writing songs, I'd never used baby in like the hey baby kind of way. I finally met a woman who wanted me to say baby, so I finally have one. So. She don't dream about diamonds. She don't care about gold. All she wants is her share of the harvest from the heart and the soul. She's a light in the darkness. She's the rhyme of the poem. She's the song that I can't stop singing when I'm on my way home. Well, she says, baby, got all that we need. Don't you worry about a thing now. I'm giving you the best of me. She don't talk when she listens. Then she says what she means. There's no cloud of contention. She runs pure, she runs clean. And she lives like she preaches. She's kind to the core. She remembers every word I say, but she don't keep score. Oh, she says, baby, we got all that we need. Don't worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing. I'm giving you the best of me. Oh, she said, baby, we got all that we need. Don't you worry about a thing now. I'm giving you the best of me. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry. Giving you the best of me. Thank you. Yeah, there's so many things. Your version of sexy changes as the years go by, and eventually it turns into like someone who turns 8th graders on to Mary Oliver. That is sexy. You know? I've been dreaming of the day of judgment, wondering what I'll say. For the seasons I lost to sorrow, the sin of my wasted days. For the beauty I did not notice, the kindness I did not give, the bounty I took for granted, the life that I could have lived. Held up the gates of heaven, held up for the light, stretched out till it was transparent. There was nowhere I could hide. Sent back to the living world. I got so much more to learn. Everybody makes the same mistake. everybody takes their turn. The preacher he talks of glory, streets to be paved in gold. You got a book and I got a story, and we all have heard it told. Well, one hour came to thinking that he's speaking for the one above. 'Cause the only rule that I know is choose no limit to the reach of love. No limit to the reach of love. Held up the gates of heaven, held up before the light, stretched out to the world's transparent. There was nowhere I could hide. Sent back to the living world. I got so much more to learn. Well, everybody makes the same mistakes. Everybody takes their turn. How do you sit in judgment? How do you cast that stone when everybody here's a sinner and everybody feels alone? Well, brother, you ain't so broken. Sister, you ain't so small. And everybody goes together. Well, nobody goes at all. I said everybody goes together. Well, nobody goes at all. Hell up gates of heaven, held up before the light, stretched out to the world's transparent. There was nowhere I could hide. Sent back to the living world. I got so much more to learn. Well, everybody makes the same mistakes. Everybody takes their turn. Held up the gates of heaven, held up before the light, stretched out to the world's transparent. There was nowhere I could hide. Sent back to the living world. I got so much more to learn. Well, everybody makes the same mistakes. Everybody takes their turn. Everybody makes the same mistakes. And everybody takes their turn. Thank you. Thank you so much. I got one more for you. I'll try to sing this one more in tune. Oops. You know, it happens. This is by a band called Ma Muse from Sebastopol, California. It's the same thing 2 or 3 times, but it's worth hearing 2 or 3 times. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, And what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love.
Thank you. Glen Phillips. Mr. Glen Phillips. His latest is called Swallowed by the New. And Glen will be out a little later on in March with Chris Barron doing a show together. And Toad the Wet Sprocket is not only working on a new album, but they will be touring. And they'll be next year in January and May opening for Bare Naked Ladies this summer. So check all that out. Our thanks to Glen Phillips. Our thanks to Nellie McKay. Our thanks to Jonathan Something, Hot Club of Cowtown, and Chris Barron. And our thanks to all of you folks here at the Creative Arts Center on the campus of West Virginia University in Morgantown, West Virginia, for coming out and seeing us live. And of course, yeah, thank you very much. And of course, special thanks to you listening there on the radio, wherever you are, and however you're hearing the show. Thank you very much for tuning us in, because without you, there'd be no Mountain Stage. And believe me, we never forget that. Next week, you'll be hearing Keller and the Keels, Town Mountain, Fruition, The End of America, and Diana Demuth. Mountain Stage is produced by Larry Gross and Adam Harris. Associate producers are Jeff Shirley and Vasily Askouras. Assistant producers John Ingram. Production managers Paul Flaherty. We're engineered by Francis Fisher, Richie Collins, Jim Raines, and Patrick Stevens. With production assistance from Michael Lipton, Mary Lee, Lance Schrader, Chris Mead, Big J, and Woogie. Photographic services are provided by Brian Blauser. Promotions coordinated by Vasily Askouras, John Ingram, and Music in Motion Promotions. Special thanks to Mountain Stage members Walter and Sean Williams for their generous support. Lodging is provided by the Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston. Why don't you go out and hear some live music wherever you are as soon as you can. You've been listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. We're going to finish up the first show of this year the way you should begin and finish everything, with a little tune by Louis Jordan, and it goes like this. Well, you got no more assurance than a great big hunk of lead. If you don't respond to romance, Jack, you dead. Chris.
When chick is smiling at you, even though there's nothing said, if you stand there like a statue,
Jack, you dead. Well, you been always kicking, but you stub your toe when you ups and kicks the bucket, just like old man Moe's Glen.
When you get no kicks from loving, and you blow your top instead, it's a fact that you ain't living. Jack, you're dead.
Bob Thompson. Brian Kennedy. Come on, Mikey. Here's Whit. Bob Thompson again. Play the fiddle, Ilana. Come on, Ryan. Come on, Mikey. All right, Nellie McKay gonna sing it here.
If you ain't got nobody since you're gone and lost your head, rigor morning's got you, daddy.
Jack, you're dead.
Hey, Lana.
What's the use of having muscle when your life hangs by a thread? If you ain't got no red corpuscle,
Jack, you're dead.
If you can't get a rhythm when the band comes on, if you just ain't got no rhythm, man, you really gone with.
When you get no kick from loving and the news begins to spread, all the cats will holler murder.
Jack, you're dead.
When the breath has leaked right out of you and your friends gather around the bed and they say, don't he look natural?
Jack, you're dead. Jack, you're dead. Jack, you're dead.
Support for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey and Glasser and by the West Virginia Tourism Office. This is NPR.